This video does not encourage you to take any action. All the characters are fictional, all the events are random, and the use of illegal substances is harmful to your health. And today we will listen to the 3 scariest stories about the darknet of Reddit users. If you like this video, you can watch similar ones based on the tips. Sit back and we'll start. For a while, I was a regular customer on the Darknet. Then I got carried away, and we started buying rather bulky packages of drugs. I was so interested in this that I found out that the market called was the best of the best drug markets. However, one day he mysteriously stopped his work. There is an assumption that the owners of this market simply began to cheat everyone on Bitcoin. At least, there were definitely such cases before their closure. In general, one way or another, they were strongly highlighted and eventually captured by the drug control department. After that, most hobbyists like me moved to a new site called, which had some design problems. But it didn't hurt much to become a better alternative. However, this site was also seized by the Dutch police, and with the cooperation of several governments, they opened a website dedicated to the distribution of drugs with 1 million transactions. They were also able to collect information from unsuspecting site users who made purchases with problematic security. It was I who started to worry. The Attorney General at the time, Jeff Sozin, said live on air that those who made the largest drug purchases from this site would be severely punished in accordance with the law. On the site itself, the same thing was written on the band's screen. Fortunately, it didn't affect me. Apparently, I was not among the most regular customers. But one day I decided to make a fairly large order of pills containing a narcotic substance with delivery from Europe to the USA. After drinking, in addition to relaxing, later I began to have terrible intestinal problems. I realized that it was serious food poisoning from the pills. A few weeks later, I was arrested altogether for buying these narcotic pills, and I was imprisoned for a fairly long time. It was the worst time of my life. The user of the Silk Road Darknet let me down. They used to deliver the things I ordered to my dorm, but that time the package did not come directly to my room, as it was before. It's been out 3 times already, so the department informed me that I had to pick her up from the dorm office. I was shocked. I also received a lot of spam calls from them for some reason, which increased my anxiety. I didn't go to pick up the package for 4 days, and continued to receive emails from the Department of Revenue and Duties for me to pick it up. I didn't go because I thought it was some kind of setup, but after a couple of days, I thought about how many bitcoins I spent for this order, and so I went to pick it up. In general, I was very upset that they could not tell me the reason why this package was delivered to the office and not to my dorm. After all, if someone from the offices had opened it and seen what was delivered to me this time, I would definitely have got a lot. Yes, it was the grass that was there. And so, I am already 56 years old, and I have never encountered the dark web. And thank God, I just spent most of my life off the internet, because in my time, childhood, youth, he did not exist at all. Now I am watching various videos about how a significant part of young people are addicted to drugs on the darknet, and this fact scares me very much. It makes me sad to read about those who were once a sweet and innocent child, just trying to be cheerful and happy, and ended up being ambushed by this unimaginable horror. And now I'm sitting at home reading all this, wondering how many young people are susceptible to anxiety disorder, depression, lack of emotional stability, and suffering because of this stuff. And I understand that everyone who unsubscribed here is not even the tip of a huge iceberg, but only a small pile of snow on it. I call on all the parents of this world, know your children, and do not allow such a horror that they can create with themselves. Carefully monitor their emotional development and behavior from birth. Create an open, unbiased, safe relationship in which your children will feel safe knowing that they can come to you and talk about anything, because in our modern world, there is probably no real way to stop it anymore. I've never felt in danger using the darknet, but I almost lost a very valuable thing in my life, my family. I started ordering on Alpha Bay, then on Dream, and then I switched to Empire, which, as far as I know, is still active. I ordered anything and everything, mostly out of curiosity. I wouldn't say that I had any problems, especially until the day I ordered crystal methamphetamine, but after a few years I became addicted to this stuff. At that time, I had already started a family, but my wife and children did not know that I was using drugs. It was only after a long time that I realized that I was disconnecting from them, and they themselves began to notice it more often. And now I've been on the hook for about 3 months now, and I feel like life is getting better, and I'm emotionally getting closer to my wife and 2 beautiful sons. They are on your screens now. Write your stories in the comments, and I'll post the most interesting ones. Thanks for watching. That's all. If you like this video, you can watch my other videos.